Hi, this is Ratan Gupta from Knowledge Varsity, and here we are trying to understand a problem wherein we have to compute a expected value and standard deviation of a distribution. Okay, and this is a part of the quantitative methods. Okay, so here the problem says that a trader estimates that a stock has 20% chance of giving 10% return, 30% chance of giving 15% return, and 50% chance of 20% return. You have to compute the expected return and the standard deviation of those expected returns. Okay, so this can be visualized through a tree diagram. So what we are saying is 20% chance of 10%, 30% chance or 0.3 of 15%, and 50% chance of 20%. So we know that expected value computation is nothing but summation of pi into xi. So here xi values are the return values and pi are the probability. So we have summation of pi into ri. Right? So what we have is this is p in and this is r. So we have to find out 0.2 into 10, which is 2%, 0.3 into 15, which is 4.5%, 0.5 into 20, that is 20 by 2, which comes to 10%. And then we have to add this up, so we have to add all this, so it is 16.5%. So what we have found is we have found the expected value. Okay, now how do you compute the standard deviation? Please note that the standard deviation computation was, or before let's say standard deviation, let's say we compute the variance computation was given as summation of pi into xi minus expected value of x whole square. So this is the formula. Please note that do not do mistakes. So I have found that students, what they do is, rather than squaring this term, what they do is they include pi inside this and they square, which will be wrong. Okay, this is a very easy problem. Try to, if this comes in the examination, try to score this with 100% accuracy. Right, so you will see that this is one of the mistake that people will multiply pi into xi minus ex and then compute overall square. Some people will forget about this square at all. Okay, and some people will say that okay, pi xi minus, they will, rather than putting the expected value, they'll take the average of these three and put. Do not do that mistake. So if you have this, so sigma square will be given as summation of pi, probability of 1, so 0.2 into what is the value of this xi. Xi will be taken as this, so, or we can write this formula as summation of pi ri minus expected return whole square. Right, so pi is 0.2. 0.2 is the chance that you are getting 10% return, so 10% minus expected value is 16.5% square, plus 0.3 into, you are getting 15% return, which is 0.3, 15% minus expected value of 16.5%, plus you will do 0.5 into 20% minus your expected value of 16.5%. So this is a very important step to write it down, because the next step you will have to do this computation. Okay, if you do not write it down, computation will become slightly difficult. So we have to do the computation. I can say that sigma square will be equal to 0.2 into this 10 minus 16.5. I have to do 6.5 square plus 0.3 into 15 minus 16.5, 1.5 square, plus 0.5 into 20 minus 16.5, 3.5 square. So this is what you need to compute using your financial calculator. So 6.5 will do this square into 0.2 into 0.2, and we'll compute this. What we can do is we can employ this store button. So we'll put this store 1, and now if you see, this is stored in 1. Okay, so we can do this 1.5 whole square, multiply it with 0.3, and then store it in second one. We can also do 3.5 square, multiply it with 0.5, and we can store it in third. So what we have is recall 2 plus recall 1 will get. So what we can do is recall 1 plus recall 2 plus recall 3. So this 15.25 will become the standard, sorry, not the standard, it will be the variance. So I have to find out the standard deviation. What I have to take is I have to take the root of this. So the variance, the standard deviation will be 3.90. So this is the standard deviation of the returns. Okay, so I hope this was a useful method to know. Okay, this is Ratan Gupta from Knowledge Varsity.